Welcome.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
On play action, Love to throw. Able to find his man, Kraft. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containment.
And he'll be brought.
This game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Let's take it inside his own 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to...
Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections to that previous call. He's going to throw out the red challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. That is caught. He's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 46 yards. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes It's the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones, but he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now is the...
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 64 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones, and he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ready?
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Holding offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Still second down.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Love now. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. To throw now. Here's Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for the 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that 1-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
This is caught. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Returnable here from the 38. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 62-yard Cowboys continue to pull away here in this first half. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs. Punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
Aubrey now for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Ready?
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Got it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And we'll see what he can do on the return. And there he goes again. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 62-yard punt return. And the Cowboys open the lead up to 34-0. A lot of times they want this guy just to try to flip field position. He flipped it all the way into the end zone.
Yeah, the rule of thumb is, can you pick up 10 yards? That's getting a first down. Instead, he takes it all the way and provides a big spark for his team.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes this 35-0 now. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Love. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Jefferson. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick six, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious, It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play fake. Here's Love. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On third down, Love. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Love. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6.
Welcome to the stream.
He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back, it's no good. And they will remain well behind.
It's hard to be surprised at the miss there with the way this first half has gone. Here they were hoping to get some sort of momentum to carry them into the locker room, but even this doesn't pan out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1 second, all that remains. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead on a final play of the half. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So a perfect finish to the half. They get the touchdown on the final play, and 2 more for good measure. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports halftime report. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not done yet.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 72 yards. And the Cowboys extend their lead yet again.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. 1-play drive and into the end zone for 6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. On the counter, here's Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Love. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey,
under pressure, they got him again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On now is the Packers punter, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fielded at the 43. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Off the play fake, Prescott. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. And that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys just continue to roll.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And nothing doing here is this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Throwing. Love. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. On now is the Packers punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes C.D. Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, 44 yards. And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Micah Parsons. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. From a star in college to a star in the NFL, CeeDee Lamb at wide receivers. He brings out this offense. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Michael Gallup. 62 yards. And the Cowboys continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead. And now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Packers on 3rd down, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Taken right around the 44. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards on the return that time. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 44 yards. And the Cowboys are pouring it on. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him. But how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good? They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The throw over the middle taken in. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Here we go.
First down, Green Bay.
Here's Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Jefferson. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him, and you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott off play action. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They'll try and run it here. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Welcome to the stream.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carpet. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So the Cowboys now bringing the offense out there to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A check down here to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, it's Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Micah Parsons in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Well, it's an old chestnut, but let's face it, offensively, some pride here because this has been a worst-case scenario all game for them. Keep putting in the effort, keep trying to keep your quarterback upright, and get through the end of this one as quickly as possible.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Blitz coming. Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, these guys want to do something. Approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to kick it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he's loose again. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
They really capitalized on that one, didn't they?
Yeah.
Short kick, and they brought it all the way back.
Yeah, you start thinking, well, maybe he can take it to the 35, get us in great shape. Heck, he just took it the whole way.
Yeah, no sense stopping when they're not going to stop you. Take it all the way in.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And make him 4 for 4 now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge and fire out.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Welcome to the stream.
And this comes out to the 25.
Okay, break.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready.
So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Thanks for watching, and like, subscribe, share, comment, and if you do subscribe, let me know in the comment section. Thanks. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe and share. If you do subscribe, let me know in the comments section. Thanks, Victory Hand.